cannot begin to personalize the rejection. But when you do, I want you to know it will affect your soul. Jeremiah 2:13, for my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed out cisterns for themselves. But these cisterns are broken cisterns that can hold no water. When you begin to embrace the orphan spirit, the Bible says your soul is like a cistern of broken water. You know what a cistern was? A cistern was very important in biblical days because it would hold rainwater. When rain would come, they would put out cisterns and vessels that would begin to collect the water so that they can have drinking water, something that would sustain them, something that would satisfy them. But when you begin to get a leaky soul, what you begin to see is that you have a leaky soul. It means that you come here, and no matter how much validation somebody gives you, you always need more validation. Doesn't matter how much love somebody gives you, you always find that you leak. It's a broken cistern. Reminds me of John chapter 4. The Bible says that Jesus came to a well. He came to a well, and he said, if you knew the gift of God and who it was that was asking, you would have asked me for a drink, because I'm not just giving you any kind of water. I'm trying to give you living water. And she begins to get a perspective that there is something greater than just this well and this water, and she begins to long for the living water after Jesus told her it was possible. And then she begins to ask him, well, give me this water. And instead of Jesus pointing to her, asking her how to get the water, he begins to ask her a question. She says, give me this water. He says, give me your husband. She says, okay, you've convinced me that there's some living water that I can have, water that I'll never get dry, never get thirsty. I don't have to keep coming back to this. And he says, okay, now that you believe that there's some living water, you're asking me for living water, give me your husband. Why? Because we begin to find out she doesn't have a husband. That's true. She's had 5, and now she's with one, and he's not even her husband. Jesus was saying, I can't give you living water until I begin to fix the leak in your life. Not only do I have some water that will last, it'll quench your thirst for right now and for later, but I'm also trying to fix the container. That way when I give it to you, you can hold on to it.